Right, well, it is 12 on the money, so I'll go ahead and ring the bell. Welcome, everybody, to the Newport Rotary Club meeting, April 8th, 2021. Let's see, Richard, would you care to do the honors with the pledge?
Absolutely. Thanks, John. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, Richard, for doing the honors. So we had a board meeting this Tuesday, and we have some pretty exciting announcements to relay. Probably the most exciting is that we decided as a board to resume our in-person Rotary meetings starting on May 7th, which is, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks from now at Best Western in Newport. And we'll also have the hybrid option. So anyone that's not comfortable attending in person can watch it on Zoom, just like we're doing today and we have been doing. So probably the biggest challenge to getting back to the in-person meetings was that Best Western has a 40-person minimum, and we've kind of been bound by that policy ever since we started meeting in person there. And it's really hard for them to waive that minimum charge because they have to provide staffing for lunches. So to work around that, they're going to be offering a boxed lunch, same price, $15, probably a sandwich and chips and a candy bar or something like that and water. The nice thing is we won't have a minimum charge, and anyone that wants to come and not have the boxed lunch can come for free. So I think that'll be a nice way to get back to in-person meetings. And again, those who want to watch on Zoom can still do it that way. A couple of the board members expressed that they would be more comfortable attending now that everyone's getting the vaccine and becoming vaccinated. Obviously, vaccination's not mandatory, but strongly encouraged. And that's really what's making it possible for us to get back to in-person meetings, even with kind of a high local case count. So first meeting in May will be in person and on Zoom. So we hope to see people there. Diane has an announcement about vocational meeting tomorrow. So Diane, why don't you go ahead with that?
She stepped away, Freddie, so
okay.
maybe do it a bit, yeah.
I'll come back to her. I have a few other announcements. Also discussed during Tuesday's board meeting was our donation to Meals on Wheels that we made last year. So once again this year, Corvallis Rotary is sponsoring a collaboration with 5 clubs. I think it's us, Corvallis, Albany, Sweet Home, and Lebanon, maybe. Anyway, we voted as a board to donate $2,000 again this year to Meals on Wheels, and that will translate to $4,000 because the district grant's going to double that. Last year, we raised just short of $20,000 through this 5-club collaboration, and we should be on track to meet that again this year, which I think is really great. Meals on Wheels provides a lot of the senior meals, and seniors have had kind of a rough go with COVID, isolating, keeping people isolated. So I think the Meals on Wheels is a big boost for a lot of folks in our county and community. So that was good news. And I also wanted to announce that Megan Shane is not with us today because she is volunteering at the Walport vaccination clinic. But she wanted to donate $91 to her Paul Harris because she has volunteered 91 hours with the vaccine clinic. So kudos to Megan for that. I told her that we're sure looking forward to seeing her back at meetings, but great job with the volunteer efforts. So let's see, Keith, is Diane back, or is she still stepped away?
No, she had another call. She had something come in, so yeah, she'll do it later.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, let's go ahead and turn things over to our Sergeant at Arms.
Hello there, Rotarians.
Hi, Bob.
That was pretty good. Pretty good. Good. Yeah. Nice to see all your smiling faces. I heard a rumor, and I'm pretty sure it's more than just a rumor. But Mary Kay is coming out with her secret. She is going to divulge her secret. And I heard that she might do that at our first meeting where we all get together in May. So I'll try to keep you aware on that, but I think it's going to happen. Sonetta, I just want you to do what you're supposed to do now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Knock, knock.
Who's there, Bob?
Owls
Oh, wait,
say,
who's there?
owls say.
I will say who?
Very good. Yes, they do. Hey, now that was funny. I mean,
That was
it was
fun.
funny and it was pretty creative. Is Clara Little? I got to be sure that she's got plenty of time to acknowledge. Clara, where are you? Well, maybe she's not here today.
See your
that
name on the
that's-
list.
Yeah, I'd say I've given her enough time.
I'm unmuted, Bob.
Oh, there you are. How are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
Well, it's nice to hear from you. I think we're becoming really good friends.
Well, we'll see.
Clara, did I lose you again?
No, I said we'll see.
Yeah, okay, all right, well, good, good. I'm glad to see you. Do we have any birthdays? I don't think we do. Other than John Baker, what's happened to John? Does anybody see him anymore? Sandy, you do.
I saw Bob Olson, who is a really good friend of John or Jack. I've never known which he goes by. And he's fine. And he was going to have a small birthday party for his 87th birthday this last week. And he's fine.
Good, well,
and,
that's good to hear.
Yeah. And the reason he's not here and doing anything publicly is through Zoom. He just can't handle it at all, I guess.
So Bob, I'll speak out of turn. I saw him coming out of the liquor store the other day and I thought, well, there he is. I'm glad to see he's healthy and having a little fun. Maybe it was for his birthday party.
Yeah,
Well, by golly,
that is the ultimate test. You can make it into the liquor store.
Wow.
Bob, can I file a $5 complaint, please?
oh, Diana, you're talking.
Yes, but that's once. You did it again. My name is Diane. There is no A at the end. So, and my complaint is against you because
Diane, you cannot complain about the Sergeant of Arms.
I can too. Because I need just a minute, but you were not here last week. And 2 weeks ago, you were trying to get me to talk about the Sweet 16. Well, the Cougs weren't even in the Sweet 16. And you know what, Bob? I swing all ways. My granddaughter is just starting her second undergraduate online program at Oregon State University.
At where?
You know where. She is a recent graduate of University of Nebraska Lincoln. She has her first undergraduate in marketing. And now she's starting at your school. Okay. I swing all ways. I'm also a Ducks fan. Quack, quack, quack.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So again, I have a $5 complaint, and I think you owe me, sir. Oh, and and it is also I I guess you don't know me because I was supposed to be here to give my announcement, and I want to give that very quickly. The vocational lunch group is meeting next Wednesday at noon, from noon to 1, and we are going to do something different than we have done in prior vocational lunch meetings. Will be 3 of us speaking. I will go first. Frank Spangler and Doug Brusa can fight about who's going to go second and third. We will each have 20 minutes, and we will stay open because we have to limit it into an hour, a third. And just like the regular Rotary Club meetings. Whew. And
Is this the program, Diane?
yes, it's a Rotary. No, it's not the program. Anyway, it's next Wednesday. If anybody wants an invite that hasn't said they're part of the vocational lunch, I will send you an invite. Just private message me. It's $5 complaint. Back to you, Bob.
Diane, you brought up an interesting point. In my mind, which is narrow, I look at a person like Diana as a person that's beautiful and elegant. And I always look at you and I think beautiful and elegant, so therefore her name's got to be Diana. But if you want it to be Diane it is, and I'll pay $25.
Thank you.
Okay.
Can I please add to that?
No. Go ahead.
Please come to the lunch next week, and you'll understand why it's okay to call me Diana. Thank you, Bob.
Okay. Wow. God, I'm sorry I got all you guys into that. But, so,
Thank you, Bob.
we-
I owe you.
have we got any happy dollars out there? Any? Mary. See, I was going to call you Diana now. I'm Mary Kay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, you want me to talk? Okay.
Well, you raised your hand, I thought.
I know. I'm sorry. I thought, anyway. You just rattle me, Bob, every time you talk about me. And my secret, it freaks me out because I really don't want to reveal it. I respect these people and I like some of them even. And so I'm afraid that my reputation will suffer. So I hope we get something good out of my confession.
I think we will. And I will admit, I think that there's a monetary value that's
Mhm.
going to need to be given in order to get your
Excellent. Excellent. Because, I don't come cheap.
Well, I think everybody is thinking about it now.
Mhm.
And when we get there, we'll be all right. I
Good.
know that they'll
Good.
come out.
Excellent. And I do have some happy bucks, and that is that we have recently moved the Lincoln County Library District has recently moved into a new office, very posh surroundings. And we are also directly next door to our colleague Stephanie Lynn, and we're next to the radio station. So that's kind of a happy dollar Rotary moment, whatever. So I would like to give $25, and then I would like to give $10 to Megan Shane's Paul Harris for her work with the vaccinations, because volunteers have really made it happen. So anyway, that's what I'm happy about, and I'm getting my second shot tomorrow.
Oh, good. Yay. Okay. Very good. Are there any other happy dollars out there?
Me, Bob. Sylvia here.
Who? Oh, there you are. So I see. Okay.
$56 to my Paul Harris. So it was my birthday on Friday.
Oh, happy birthday to you.
Is it the truth? Yes, it was. Glad for every year.
All right. Well, good. Thank you very much. Anybody else?
Bob, I have happy dollars again.
Oh, good. Let's hear about them.
We are like condensing all of Jillian's senior year into the last couple of weeks, it seems like. So last Thursday, I said that they had their senior night for soccer. Piper scored a goal at that one. She also scored one on Tuesday night. So I'm gonna wrap all my kids up into this here. And Jillian was crowned homecoming queen on Friday night after they had voted in December, and then we went into high risk and they couldn't have the activity. So we've been waiting a long time to hear about who that was going to be. So that was exciting. And then Blair just turned 14 yesterday. So we have 14, 16, and 18-year-old girls in our house. Maybe people should be paying me. Just kidding. But I'm going to give $25 to my Paul Harris.
Well, good, very good. Thank you very much. Anybody else out there? Well, maybe we ought to turn it back over to Freddie and let him get on with the meeting. Thank you very much for your generosity, Rotarians.
Well, thank you, Bob. Nice work, and thanks everyone for the generous donations. Let's see, does anyone else have any announcements? I don't see any. We'll ask again after the program. I have a few things from today in history. I had to dig pretty deep. Wasn't a lot that happened today in history. Going way back to 1893, the critic reports that ice cream soda is America's national drink. This next one will appear to baseball fans. 1974, Hammer and Hank Aaron hits his 715th home run off of LA Dodger Al Downing, breaking Babe Ruth's record in Atlanta. And in 1986, Clint Eastwood is elected the mayor of Carmel, California, makes his day. So to get on with the program here, I didn't have to Google today's presenter because I know him well enough to come up with enough info without reading his online bios. Today's presenter is a fellow Rotarian who's very active with our club, as well as serving on our club foundation, Rotary Foundation, as the chair. He's helped facilitate group study, exchange programs, among other things, and he's also a past president of the Rotary Club of Pullman. In his previous life, he was an IRS investigator who helped shut down illegal dinosaur smuggling rings. He's married to another amazing Rotarian who's also a Newport Rotarian in our club. Some of his hobbies include exploring the outdoors, travel, and most recently a lot of incredible bridge and bird photography. His condo complex happens to feature the world's largest swimming pool. It's an outdoor pool and it's unheated. And he volunteers extensively with the Red Cross, Lincoln County Foundation, Rotary, and probably too many others to even list. And he's a Paul Harris Fellow at least 3 times over, or maybe 4. As I said, I didn't look it up. So that's a good segue to turn it over to Keith to tell us what the Paul Harris Foundation and Rotary Foundation does. So I'll turn it over to you, Keith.
Thank you, Freddie. I thought today's presentation, and I'll try and, it's my first time trying to run a program logistically through Zoom and sharing screen and doing PowerPoints and a video. But bear with me if we have some little technical glitches as we go through, and I'll get stuff fixed so we can all move through this together. And I thought giving the Rotary Foundation, if you've not attended district or PETS or presentations where you've heard others give the Rotary Foundation, it's always based at the national level and the district level about the grants and the funding and what the Rotary Foundation actually accomplishes. So I thought today I would give more of a localized presentation and more on the tune of those that have been on the board and heard my board presentations for our board meetings. It'll be more geared towards that, of who are we with the Rotary Foundation, and what do we, the Newport Club, do for the Rotary Foundation. So that's what we'll do. And I got a slideshow and a short video. And then if some locals that have had some more involvement with the grant end and the foundation end of doing projects can chime in, that would be most welcome too. So let's get started. We'll see what happens here. My involvement with the Rotary Foundation initially started back in about 2013. We did a grant project where we went to Tarakita, Tanzania, and initially we were going to do a water project, but after contacting the club in Tanzania, they want an electrical project. And in Pullman, we were lucky enough to have Schweitzer Engineering Laboratories. That's a very large international electronic switching and testing gear manufacturing company, and their engineers and experts there very adroit at electric generation and electric distribution. The Tanzania club came back, and what they wanted was a way to charge their cell phones. Well, you're thinking about water and thinking about schools and thinking about all the things that Rotary is known for doing. Cell phone chargers wasn't high on the list, but we submitted the grant application and we were able to incorporate both a water project, lighting and electrical for the schools, and also because of the technology acumen of Schweitzer Engineering Lab, we're able to set up solar chargers for the kids when they go to school. They can plug their phone in and charge their cell phone. So it was a very colorful, interesting project, and got a lot of exposure to getting grant funds from the foundation. So what do we do here in Newport? Here's what I get every month as a download from myrotary.org. And as you can see, it gives us our statistics, and this is through the end of March, for our annual fund gold, our annual fund contributions, total contributions, what we do as a per capita basis compared to the district, what our current enrolled membership is, and then down on the bottom right tells about our sustaining members, and every year, every Rotarian every year. And then in the middle is a graph that just kind of shows what we've done since the 2016 year. And as you can see, 2018, it was just a matter of not establishing and entering a goal into the system. As you can see, we gave just shy of $24,000 that year. So it was a great year. We just didn't, whatever the paperwork involved or data input involved in getting an actual goal entered wasn't. And then if you can see off there on the right, the 2021, we've met our goal so far for what Freddie sat for and the board sat for our goal this year. As you can see, the highlighted images, we gave our goal was $14,400. We've given $14,184, but the total contributions exceeds our $14,400. So that also includes total contributions to the annual fund, Polio Plus, approved grant funding to foundation grants and other giving. So there was people that gave money other than through our meetings and at the annual fund. And then our per capita, I thought I'd point that out. The average per capita for our club is $209 this year. And as you can see, our district 5110 is 108. And if you look down that scale from 2016 through our year, we're almost double in our annual giving per person for what the district does. So we're an exceedingly benevolent club, which is really, really nice and speaks well for all of us. Then I'll point out on the bottom right, the highlighted screen in green. There it is. So every Rotarian every year, sustaining members, and Paul Harris Society eligible donors. And if you notice that we have 40 people in our club that give some money every year, committed to giving some money every year to the annual fund. The sustaining members are those that make that at least $100. And then the Paul Harris, as you can see, Paul Harris Society members, those who contribute 1,000 or more to the annual fund, approved foundation grants or Polio Plus. So each $1,000 increment you get one of these lapel pins, and they, after the first 1,000, they start attaching gemstones until you've given up to $10,000. You get 9 of those, and that's a Paul Harris Society giving. As you can see at our club, we have, this is the historical figures, 237 of our members have given 1,000 or more to the annual fund for the Rotary. That's pretty remarkable. I don't know what year our club was founded, but 237 is pretty remarkable. And then those that have given more than 1,000 would be 79 members. And then benefactors would be those, as you can see in the next screen. The benefactors are 8 of them that either set up in their estate plan to give 1,000 or an outright gift of 1,000 to the endowment fund. And the endowment fund is a permanent fund where they only use the, as a typical with an endowment, where they only use the earnings from the endowment for grants and for operations. That principle stays in perpetuity. And we've got 8 benefactors in our club. Then we have bequest society and major donors. And the bequest society are donors that have given 10,000 or more, and either outright gift of the 10,000 or more accumulative, or put it in their estate plan that they're going to give 10,000 out of their estate. And we've got 2 of those. And then we've got 2 of the major donors who have actually achieved more than $10,000 in giving. Totally, that's pretty remarkable coming out of Newport, Oregon, I think. $457,779 is what the Newport Rotary Club has given to the Rotary Foundation since the history of our club. So we're nearing $500,000, and I suspect the next year or two we'll exceed $500,000 in what we've given to the Rotary Foundation, which I think speaks very, very, very highly of our organization. What we've done with the foundation is, obviously everyone knows, Polio Plus, and we've tried to eradicate polio around the globe. And this just shows you, if you notice on the bottom left, through March 30th of 2021, we are down to 2 countries, Afghanistan and Pakistan, that have wild polio. And that's remarkable, and a remarkable undertaking. And we're, like the Rotary Foundation last year, were this close when they went around with the pictures for everybody that showed a little gap between the thumb and the forefinger. We were this close. So we were very, very close to eradicating polio.
So Keith, you're not sharing your screen right now. So we're seeing you, but not your, there you go. Perfect. Good job. Perfect.
Okay. You see that?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sorry. We get to pushing buttons here and there's 2 of us pushing them and it gets wild. So hang on. So the area of focus for the Rotary Foundation are these 6 areas. And that's where, if we get involved in projects where we want to participate through funds with the Rotary Foundation, these are the 6 areas of focus for the Rotary Foundation. And finally, I want to share that this is the guide, the Rotary Foundation reference guide, that's available. It's a new edition. available on myrotary.org. And if you would be interested in getting one, it's a PDF edition. If you're interested in getting one, that's the URL. And if you can't find it, get a hold of me and I'll send you the link and you can have your very own reference guide. It's about 34 pages long. So there's a lot of detail in it. So anybody have any questions or want to offer more for the Rotary Foundation, what their personal experiences were?
Just one thing, Keith, and now newly updated, there's 7 areas of focus, the 7th being the environment. So that's brand new.
Great, outstanding. So I guess that's it. Freddie, thanks a lot for the
All right, well, thanks, Keith. That was a great overview on the Rotary Foundation and sure accomplishes a lot of good stuff around the world. So Keith, as a thank you, you know the drill. We're going to vaccinate 50 kids against polio in your name. And thanks for presenting that info. Good stuff. All right, so I think I will turn things over to Jim, Secretary.
Thank you very much, President Saxton. This is getting to be a routine where every time we're well above 50% with the organic members in the room. Today we have 31 out of 56 for 55%. And when we apply the makeups, that bumps up to 37 out of 56 for 66.1%. Big news, we have a member incentive today with the member actually present, or at least she was. Kathy Heater is the winner of the $10 membership incentive today. And I'm going to turn it over to Sonia for the big wheel.
Okay, thank you, Jim. And let's see, today we have $45 for the 50-50 drawing. So the grand prize winner will get $22.50. Keith.
Hey.
Well, I think I want to give that to the annual fund. How about that? By Paul Harris. Thank you.
All right, well,
Maybe some technical
congratulations.
training.
Thanks, Keith. Do we have a social media award this week?
We do, and I apologize for missing last week's meeting. This week's social media winner is Richard O'Hearn. Richard,
All right.
I can barely say it, Richard O'Hearn.
All right, so any last minute announcements? It'll be easier to see if anyone has any when we're back in person, that's for sure.
I am, Freddie, I'm sorry. I'm putting the Zoom link and the presenters in for next week's lunch on vocational lunch on Wednesday. It'll just take me a minute because technology is great, except when it doesn't work. I'll be right with you on that and put it in.
All right, thanks, Diane. So before our May 7th meeting, they're going to want a head count for the box lunches. So we'll be sending out emails to everybody probably a week or so in advance. Just let us know if you'd like a lunch, if you plan to attend our inaugural hybrid Zoom or hybrid in-person meeting, and we'll make sure that there's lunch set aside for everybody. I think that's about all I have. Oh, one other thing we talked about at the board meeting, there is a Solve beach cleanup coming up. Amy, would you like to talk about that for a minute?
Yes, if anybody's interested, some of our kids that we're hoping to get to be interactors are going to be doing the Solve Beach cleanup, but there's a couple of opportunities, Beverly Beach, Nye Beach, the Bay Road, which hasn't been done in a long time, and South Beach. So if you're interested in, I can get you the different contacts because Surfrider is doing those and the aquarium and Hatfield. I also was contacted yesterday by the OSU Extension Office that they're looking for some help because they're doing a community garden at the fairgrounds. So it's actually, so the Solve Beach cleanup is April 17th. So that's a Saturday. And then this community garden work party is on the 18th, the Sunday. And they're looking for volunteers between 1 and 4 to help the master gardeners kind of lay out plants and all that kind of thing at the fairgrounds. If you're interested, why don't you shoot me your name, like text me or email me, and I can put you on their mailing list so that they'll let you know when they're having work parties. So.
All right, thanks, Amy. I see that Diane just posted the link to the next vocational lunch in the chat. Hopefully everyone can see that. All right, well, next week's meeting is Florence Portal, who's with Lincoln County Public Health. So that'll be some good info and a great program, I'm sure. Let's see, any volunteers to take us out with the 5-way test? Diane.
I have to make sure that I don't blow it like I did with the Pledge of Allegiance. The 5-way test of the things we think, say, and do. First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? And as we saw today with technology, fifth, is it fun?
All right, thank you, Diane. Well, great to see everybody on here, and I hope to see you next Thursday. Have a great rest of the week.